¿A mí? Mm, mm, ya. Mm. ¿Por dónde me bajaste el volumen? Ah, ya. Ya. Mm. ¿Por dónde me bajaste el volumen? Ah, ya. Ya. Mm. Ah, ¿estás viendo guagua o no? Lo siento. Lo siento, ya no te apures, lo siento. Ahí damos un Blackie. Sí, sí, sí. Dame un segundo. Dame, dame un segundo. ¿Te lo envío por WhatsApp o...? Sí, sí me di cuenta. No, no tiene... Bueno, yo sé que probablemente no te guste transmitir, pero... Después de esto no quiero jugar al defusar la bomba. También. También. Entonces ya no jugamos lo de la bomba, después de esto jugamos el Stardew. Ok. Sí, sí, está bien, estoy tratando de controlarme también. Lo voy a colocar a continuar. A ver, ¿qué se cuece?
Morning, Eva.
Pero no hay subtítulos en esto. Play. No, no hay subtítulos.
Your wake-up has been sanctioned by the ISA. We lost contact with the ground crew 450 hours ago. We have tried to establish further communications, but we are not getting any responses. We need you to investigate.
Okay, doesn't it make sense to do visual checks first?
We have already looked at the data. The ISA has made the executive decision that you report to the
Mi primer
surface
amigo
post
robótico,
haste.
Tom.
You are our emergency response.
What exactly is the emergency?
The ground crew found an organism the ISA believed to be dangerous. We need to re-establish communication.
Estamos en el espacio. Sarah Brooke, criogénica, despertar, el año del... El año del... Está durmiendo... Chris McCrean. Oh... ¿Y yo tengo un nombre? Soy Ava Turing. Yo creí que era Eva, no, Ava. Soy una Ava. Soy Chiyui. Siempre hay japonés en estos juegos de... No una queja, es solo una observación. 404 not found. Ok, eso me confunde. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Hay muchas cosas por tocar. Oficina ISA. Comida. ¿Tengo un mapa? No. ¿Tengo un tab? No. Tom Touch House.
Pick up your EMT. It's on the side.
Ah, ya tengo que tomar eso. Esto me recuerda a la Alien Isolation. Debería transmitirlo de nuevo un día. Para mostrar cómo me cago de miedo.
Okay. We are going to take a lander to Europa. Make your way to the docking station.
Vamos al docking station. Primero vamos a pasar por la oficina. No puedo sostenerlo así como un objeto o algo. No tengo esa capacidad. ¿Qué es esto? Turing, chip status, el siguiente recuerdo que instrucción antes de criostasis. Eidan, estoy a punto de iniciar mi criostasis. Solo deja a Tom conocer si los chicos me necesitan. Afortunadamente aquí no va a ser necesidad de despertarme. Espero que escuche de ti lo más pronto cuando despierte. Lo cual hace después de un gran tiempo para ustedes. Lo mejor de los actos para ustedes. Son cartas y cartas. Esta bandera es una bandera, ¿no? Azul, blanco, azul. ¿Es de algún país? Azul, blanco, azul. Voy a dejar esto puesto acá. Ahí está. ¿A ti? Bueno, curiosamente en el live va a ser chistoso que como que estoy preguntando cosas.
I have performed the necessary checks. The Europa lander is ready to
Como no
launch.
te escuchas, pareciera que estoy hablando conmigo mismo. Me volví loco. Sucedió, finalmente.
I think that's everything wound up, Tom.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'm ready to go down for the long sleep then.
Good night, Ava. I will miss your assistance. The ship will be very quiet without you here.
Night. See you when I wake up, Tom.
Residuals before nulling, -02, -04, -01. X and Z null to 0. Looking good.
Okay, good. Horizon check right on time. How's things, Christopher?
Good.
I am go for power descent.
I can confirm. You are go for powered descent.
Roger that. I am running the PDI program. 80-degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Engine 1 ignition. Engine burn. Suppressing 400 alarm.
The landers are ready.
Good. Thanks, Tom. You okay now, Sarah?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you, Daniel. I've done this before.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
It's just another 10 years of my life.
Todo es bonito y brilla. ¿Qué es esto?
Bay 3.
Sí, veis que pero quizás sé cuáles son estos. Stage 1, Stage 1. Son caídas. Porque se mata el gato. Como una bajada. Otro storage. Ya, supongo que es el único que puedo ir. Oiga, nada sospechoso. No hay que ir. Nada sospechoso.
Retro?
Go.
Fido?
Go.
Guidance?
Go.
Control?
Go.
Telcom?
Go.
Then we are go for launch initiating.
Settle.
Ok. Oh, es un planeta.
Engaging
Mira, es un
retrofire.
planeta.
I'm running the program. 80-degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure.
Voy a girar la cámara.
Trajectory looks good.
Bueno, tanto.
502 alarm. It looks like we're coming in too fast.
We are slightly short of the landing site. We are going to have to burn late. Go.
Planeta alienígena. Llegado sano y salvo, como mi papá me conduce, me enseña a conducir.
Open the door.
Welcome to Europa.
Ok, ¿dónde estoy? No, pues yo quiero ver cómo es esto, allá arriba. Bueno. Sé que tengo que ir por allá, pero nadie me dice que no sé, yo no moriré invisible. Y acá. También hay una muralla invisible, obligación. Bueno, pero nada. Isa. Se llama Isa.
How long will my suit survive these conditions?
At 100 degrees Kelvin, a couple of hours. We should get inside.
Ha vuelto. No pasó mucho. Llegó al suelo y tuve que entrar a un hangar. Y ahora ya tengo mi... esta cosa. Solo ese sonido extraño. Concha la lora.
The base has changed.
What do you mean?
The base was originally constructed as modules to withstand the seismic activity in and around Thera Magula. It appears the ground team have manipulated these modules.
Primer puzzle. ¿Dónde ese? No lo puedo baitear.
The base was built initially by machines. I served as the mind of these operations.
No vi.
I arrived first on
Que
Europa
sepa.
in 2240. It costs a lot to send
Sí.
humans into space with the necessary life support, especially such a vast distance from Earth. So, robotics built this place.
Quito la energía de esto. Ok. Se había visto que era tipo puzzles como póster.
I wonder why the ground team has changed these rooms.
I have a hypothesis. These rooms are Turing tests.
Turing tests?
Turing tests are tests designed to tell humans and machines apart. Typically, problems only solvable by a human. A combination of logical and lateral thinking.
So you can't complete these tests, Tom?
No. That is why I am glad you are here to help. We need to work together.
Este es un IA que me quiere ayudar a hacer los tests del Turing.
They really have completely repurposed these rooms. I am quite impressed.
So what were they used for before?
Most of them were used for storage. But they have converted them beyond recognition.
¿Qué había aquí arriba?
Perhaps they ran out of things to do out here. The devil makes work for idle hands.
No me perturba. Yo sí tengo que darle el poder. Eso es como para limpiar mi arma en caso de que tenga energía o parecido, parece. Este, y se lo quito. Este. No puedo quitarse el último segundo. Oh. Ya veo.
Do you know the ground team's location?
The crew are deeper inside the base, it seems.
They must be trying to survive. Can you find their precise location?
I'm afraid not. I am working to regain control.
Tal
Though I
parece
once
que-
had complete control of this base, a lot has changed in the past
parece que
500
los
hours.
otros weones intentan sobrevivir también. Según alcancé a escuchar. Pueden que estén aquí adentro. Si no me equivoco. Si te gusta podéis después probarlo en el PC. No, viejito el juego, igual.
So if this base is managed by you, why can't you find the crew?
The base's communication array is malfunctioning. Perhaps we can't solve this yet.
Esto hay que llenarlo. No me lo tengo que llevar. No puedo salir con esto. Entonces. No, si no puedo salir con esta esfera. No sé por lo hay que activar. Bueno, esto para más adelante, más acá, supongo. No puedo saltar. Pero sé que hacer eso. No, eso... es lo que hago, Opti? Sí, se te escucha. O sea, yo te escucho. No tengo que... Te estoy hablando muy bajo. Y ahora voy para acá y cambio el volumen un poquito más. Y ya está. ¿Hable? Dije hable y te caí callada, ¿en serio? Ahora te escuchaste. ¿Cómo tengo que hacerlo? Otra cosita. Puta, pero no es puzzle que ya me quedo pegado. Me estoy guiando. Espérate. Oh. Oh.
This doesn't add up.
What does not add up?
If there was an accident, surely they'd come to find me, not try to lock me out.
My instance is still resolving conflict. I expect they have their reasons.
Así no es. ¿Y qué cosa? ¿Por qué? Oh.
My instance has just been updated.
Sorry?
I have two instances of my mind, two separate versions. A slave mind running on the satellite, and a master running here on the surface. When the communication was cut between the surface base and the satellite, the two instances of my mind were separated. So, during all this time, all of my knowledge divided into two separate branches. I continue to learn on the satellite, and I continue to learn on the surface. I am trying to merge the knowledge to create a timeline of what's happened here. But there are incongruities between these memories, conflicts.
Sí, esto es totalmente como si fuera Portal, solo que no hay portales. Y segundo, bueno, está cagado, pero pareciera que, por lo que estoy entendiendo, sus compañeros están acá, pero les pregunta al robot de dónde están, y él no sabe dónde están, se supone. No sabe dónde están sus amigos, sus compañeros y demás. Y a ella se le parece sospechoso eso. Lo cual sí, sospechoso, siendo que el robot es el que maneja toda la instalación. ¿Te recuerda algo? Planetarium.
This is the command center. You can check on the crew status from here.
Ashiyama Industries. Toca aquí. Estoy tocando, estoy apretando la E. No pasa nada. Puedo. Yo pensé que iba a ver a través de eso. Vamos a tener unos cuantos audios que escuchar.
Tom, start recording.
I am always recording, Daniel.
The day is January the 6th. My watch says it's 2:30 on Earth. Here we are, members of the human race, standing on Jupiter's moon Europa. I am Captain Daniel McLean. I'm joined here by the rest of my team. It is our intention to make this moon our home and investigate life on this planet. Man's curiosity and appetite for discovery will continue to change our world for the better.
Inspiring. And might I add my congratulations to you all.
Here it is. Beautiful, isn't it? What makes this one more remarkable than the others?
The way it attaches itself to other organisms. Its behavior is very abnormal. It seems to form a symbiotic relationship with most life forms.
How do you mean?
Do you want me to dumb it down?
I know what it means. What does it do?
It attaches itself to almost anything living, but it's not parasitic. It's quite alien. We're trying to figure out what effects it has on life forms.
Mikhail,
Subtítulos sería mejor.
you seem distant.
Do I?
Yes. What's wrong? What's wrong, Mikhail? Mikhail, what's wrong?
Mikhail?
Are you listening, Mikhail? Are you able to hear?
I was talking to the ISA. They don't know what to do with this. The magnitude of the discovery.
We should send samples back to Earth. I think we need to get this to a better lab. Me and Sochi are having trouble making enough clones. We're going to run out of the necessary resources to continue studying Organism 119.
They're calling for a grounding of all Europa transport until they get your report.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's rather drastic.
Toca aquí. Toque, pues. Ah, espérate. Entonces sí funcionaba. Júpiter, la. Toca aquí. Europa. Es un planeta que es más grande que Júpiter. Fortuna. Entonces se funcionaba, solo que yo era medio weón. No puedo hacer nada aquí, no puedo hacer nada acá. Papeles random sin significado. Unas notitas. Aquí están. Suichi Yui, Ava Turing, ese soy yo. Chris, Mikhail, Sara y Daniel McLean. Estamos en Europa. Tiene varios módulos. ¿Será nave? No, es una... Eso para talarear. Y ahí se repite. Como que encontraron algo, según entendí. Encontraron algo misterioso que no saben cómo la inteligencia artificial va a manejar. Y parece que hay problemas con Tom, nuestro querido amigo Tom. No, Matilda no está acá. Todo lo que vaya a salir en este juego va a ser sorpresa para mí. Pero por el momento me está gustando.
What conditions should I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead. We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail, and Sochi in a stable condition.
Chris is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
Ya, spoiler alert, Chris está muerto. Según lo que acaba de contar este conchetumare. Sí, se vio envuelto en una citación.
Could we take a more direct way to the ground team?
Unfortunately, there is not a direct route. The base is buried under ice to protect it from the radiation of space.
Similar to the Mars base.
Similar. Europa's base is slightly deeper into the surface. There is more radiation present from solar events on Mars. But Mars's surface is denser than that of Europa.
¿Cómo puedo subir esa? Ahí de la cosa esa. Ah, pero... Ya, perfecto. Ah, me estoy viendo que voy a tener que subirlo de nuevo. Ahí. Listo. Siento que este IA, nunca más avancemos el juego, el conchetumare va a ir diciendo, ah, y también está muerto este, por los loles. ¿Cómo puedo tomar esto? Ah. Sí, soy un cavernícola. Ponte ahí. Perfecto.
Okay, what are their chances of survival here? Oxygen, the food stores, waste management.
Everything seems to be in order. There was a small problem with the food store, but the crew fixed that up. We successfully transitioned over to a sustainable, small, artificial ecosystem a year ago, growing fruit and vegetables. It helps boost morale, amongst other things. The crew members could hypothetically survive here for their whole lifetime.
Esto me está haciendo pensar más. Ya, aquí abajo tenemos un cuarto verde y un cubito. Este lo voy a dejar acá. No hay nada más aquí abajo, así que para arriba. No puedo. No puedo. What the fuck? Yo pensé que le iba a dar poder a la otra wea, no a esto. ¿Cómo lo hago para que sortee eso? No puedo hacer que se vaya más para allá. Ah, pero sí lo veo. Ahí. No lo había visto. Perfecto. Para allá. Jugar Portal tanto tiempo me hizo acostumbrarme a pensar más.
My purpose as the overseer of this mission is to work for the ISA. I am the ISA's feet.
Jugar tanto Portal hizo que ahora yo
The
pensara más
distance
con la
between
cabeza.
Jupiter and Earth make it inappropriate for the ISA to directly interface with the mission directives. As my AI core is stationed on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the running of the base.
Aquí hay algo, sí, aquí hay. Entonces esa wea pisarla no servía de nada. No tengo una linterna, así que si hay algo para tomar, déjame tomarlo. Mm. Ah. Entonces sí o sí tengo que hacer que eso sea eso. Ah, ya, pero ya se me ocurre cómo. Ven para acá tú. Para acá. Perfecto.
How does the ISA know you're gonna make the right decisions here when they can't communicate with us?
Interestingly, I have a twin on Earth. His name is Michael. The ISA uses my twin to check firmware updates before they upload them to myself. There is a simulation of this mission on Earth, running at all times to check my expert systems. Naturally, as any modern artificial intelligence running on a quantum computer, I do also have a large amount of evolutionary algorithms at my disposal. However, they were deemed as too unreliable for general use in the mission.
Why is that?
Biological systems produce biological results. Messy, unpredictable solutions. Not suitable for such a mission.
Tenía una esfera más, ¿no? Estoy seguro. Estoy metiendo un poco la pata. Estoy seguro que tiene una esfera más. Tal vez necesito este. Para... Ah, ya, sí. Entonces pongo este aquí y voy para acá. Me va a terminar doliendo la cabeza de tanto pensar. Ah, esto no es una puerta. Listo. No me sirve poner esto aquí, supongo, ¿no? Digo, creo que la respuesta es obvia. Pero puedo poner esto acá. ¿No podéis ver nada? Tan reto, ¿no? Entonces hago esto. Oh, sí. Me gusta más que se escuche también la música, así que... que ese paciente para esta parte. Y vas a ver qué parte. Se apaga si me muevo. yo no estoy escribiendo eso. Ah, ayuda. What? Yo no puedo conversar con esto. A mí también. ¿Significa que el anterior también podía hacer algo, tal vez? El de estos puntitos. El que eran solo 2 de energía y el resto era
Did the
puntitos
ISA
vacíos.
build you, Tom?
As the child
Podría
of the
haber hecho algo
ISA, I had been
también.
given authority aboard this station. I was designed by the ISA and the Ashiyama Corporation, designed in California, assembled in China. But here on Europa, I constructed myself.
Al parecer soy un robot, Cami.
Have you heard of the Turing Test, Ava? It's a test to see if a computer can successfully impersonate a human. In the original Turing Test, a human judge has 2 conversations, one with a machine and one with another human. They then judge which of these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing Test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Do you think you'd pass the Turing test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation, wouldn't you say?
Voy agarrando el ritmo a este juego. Me estoy relajando harto, la verdad.
The Turing test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test a machine's ability to think, but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well, have you heard of the Chinese room thought experiment?
No.
Imagine you are in a room. In this room, you are passed Chinese sentences through a slot in the wall. Inside the room is an instruction book written in English. This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese. In the Chinese room, because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses, the person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not wrong. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. A computer can pass the Turing test, having convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
I may be a machine, but I personally do not believe I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right, you would say that. I could peer inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
Tom se está volviendo humano, parece. Sí, porque habla como un humano.
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
Veo una foto de la esposa y el hijo de este weón. De él. No toca, esta es la quinta vez. No los veo, ¿estarán? ¿Por qué se colocó la música triste? ¿Acaso están muertos los weones? No veo la necesidad de tantas cámaras. La presencia de Tom en todas partes es ligeramente ofensiva. Entiendo la necesidad de transparencia, pero ¿por qué está él en los waters? Doctor Chris Marker. Oh, usaron fotos reales para hacer esto. Christopher McLean. Oh, esto te gusta a ti. ¿Qué está ordenado? Telómeros, ciencia. Hay una carta entre ella y Tom. Ella bastante metódica. Un perro. ¿Tú? ¿Por qué? En este instante ya no es muy bueno que fueras por el tema de la cuarentena y por el tema de todo lo que te pasando. Te podía infectar fácilmente. ¿Qué coño hago aquí? What? Me vine por donde me devolví. ¿Por donde vine? ¿Me fui por donde vine? ¿Qué? ¿Qué? Mi cabeza me explotó. Siento que tal vez estos son cuartos que se están moviendo. Me gusta ese sonido. No, de verdad me gustó. Me relajó.
Manned space travel is not safe. Since mankind first entered space,
¿Qué es eso?
the debate has raged over the value of manned space travel.
Oh,
There is a large contingent of the ISA that believes all tasks that need to be performed on Europa could be performed by machines.
oh.
It is obviously less risky to send machines rather than humans into space.
Ah, ya entendí. Esto es demasiado como tipo estilo Portal. Si estoy aquí y desactivo esto, eso se cae, presiona y abre esto y abro esto.
We sent drones to Earth's moon. Scientists can remotely operate drones. If we did it there, why not here too?
Teleoperation became possible on the moon when the communication latency was reduced to 1.4 seconds. The distance between the Earth and Earth's moon is approximately 1.3 light seconds. This enables near real-time control of drones by scientists. The story is different with Europa, as the distance between Earth and Jupiter oscillates between approximately 32 and 53 light minutes. It takes a very long time for Earth to communicate with Europa. Due to that distance, teleoperation will never be possible on Europa.
Okay, but why not control drones from the satellite?
Why not indeed? My systems can be teleoperated from Europa's satellite. That is when the communication lines are open. However, the advantages of human field workers apparently outweigh the risks.
So, why can't you solve these tests, Tom?
I am not permitted to think laterally. Parts of my systems are permitted to use evolutionary algorithms. This simulates what is called creativity. However, evolutionary algorithms can converge on inefficient and ethically suboptimal solutions. Since this is the case, I am only permitted to take actions in response to a set of constraints.
What do you mean by morally suboptimal?
Solutions to problems that transgress ethical boundaries.
¿Sabes? Creo que extraño a Shell porque era más callada que esta loca que se la pasa conversando con el robot. Era muda, sí, pero... Exactamente. ¿Y ahora qué coño hago aquí? Ah, espérate. No, no. Se manda un cagazo. Ahí lo viste. Oye, espérate, esto no estaba así. ¿Qué significa esto?
Why does a lack
Sí
of
que sí se me
creativity
cae.
stop you solving these tests?
Well, I contend that problem solving is creativity. These
Sí,
human
cosa.
interaction tests
Eso es
are
la pantalla, mira,
exercising
mira, la
your
Mm.
pantalla.
creative mind.
I don't see how problem solving is creative.
Think back to the beginning of these tests, to the first puzzle you solved. It required you to throw a box through a window. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think so.
I simply had never thought to throw a box through a window. That is creativity, thinking outside of the box.
Can a computer ever be creative?
They can. But a computer's method of creativity is to try everything until something works. Think of nature. People consider nature creative. The process of evolution by natural selection. It perhaps started with one organism. From there, it essentially tried to create every organism it could. Those organisms that did not survive perished. So, nature's creative force is to try every conceivable idea. Those ideas that work survive.
Okay, so why aren't you permitted to emulate that process?
Because the solutions that a biological process creates are not always good solutions. As we see, nature is morally ambivalent. It will happily create morally suboptimal ideas to fulfill its creative mandate. We see this in parasitic worms, viruses, and pathogens.
If you weren't restricted, do you think you could be creative?
As creative as a human? Certainly. You believe yourself to be a creative. But in mathematical terms, creativity is merely constrained chaos.
What do you mean?
I have discerned that creativity is divergent thinking, creating an organic solution to a problem. In the human mind, divergent thoughts are created and then curated by the frontal lobe. I can create divergent thoughts and moderate them, so I am creative.
Organic solutions?
Organic, in that it is developed through a biological process, whether that is the process of evolution or a computed process.
Oh. Ok, eso fue inesperado. Eso que casi no se hace, pero... No entiendo exactamente qué hay que hacer aquí. Cuando yo no estoy, la habitación se... Ah, ya sé, tal vez ya sé. Aunque algo tonto. Ya, perfecto. Así ya caché. Tiene que ser ahí. Perfecto. Y ahora, en teoría... Jaja. Oh. Epsilon. entendí qué acaba de pasar. Pero no entiendo qué es eso, porque hay un barril ahí. Hay cosas del otro lado de la habitación. Hay invenciones. No entiendo, esto tiene un oscuro secreto. Lo siento. Oh.
Okay, so you could solve these tests, but in a terrible fashion. Can you think of a solution to this one?
Chop off your arm and leave it on the button. That way the door will stay open.
Yeah, that's not a great solution.
You threw the box through the window. Perhaps we could throw you through the window.
Actually, Tom, I think I'm okay for help.
Right you are.
Y se vaya a dormir mejor. ¿Quién?
Can I have an update on the crew?
Oh,
I have not managed to track them down.
It will have been 6 years since I've seen them. Or anyone, actually.
They have locked all the doors. I would not expect a warm reception.
Well, at least they're expecting us.
Increíble. ¿Sí? ¿Qué? No, tranquila. Sí, pi. Nos vemos. Descanse, sí. Ya. Chao, chao.
So what was the need to send us here?
¿Qué están haciendo, cochinos?
When the
Estoy en
ISA
vivo.
discovered life on Europa, they deemed a ground crew necessary. The advantage of human fieldworkers is that they can adapt to new knowledge more effectively. I, apparently, was not cutting the mustard. It is the Chinese room problem. A computer may be able to interact with new knowledge, but it does not know the value of that knowledge.
Estoy jugando el Turing Test. Un juego de puzzle tipo Portal. Y lo estoy transmitiendo en vivo. Pero no se preocupen, no se escuchan. Ustedes no se escuchan. Lo configuré bien con un programa y ustedes no se escuchan. Una cosa así. ¿Cómo hago esto? Como que chucha en ahí. Bueno. Pero ¿cómo? No entiendo. Ahora, como que chucha en ahí. Tú, Cubo, dime la solución a este problema. Estoy viendo que... No, está bueno, ni cagando cabe ahí. Entonces... Ah, pero que soy weón. Soy weón, tío. ¿O no? Sí, se va. visto que había saltado, pero...
I've started to collate information from my local instance. It seems the crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite.
Why?
It appears we had a disagreement.
Listo, ya vemos. Ya. Ahora lo que... Ahora no se olvida ni mierda, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo hago esto? A ver. Esto lo tengo que hacer algo. Ay, güey, ¿qué tengo que hacer un alto? Ahí. Significa que tú. Ahí. Y significa que tú.
This confirms my fears. The crew have made intentional breaches of my security. The crew have attempted to compromise my systems.
What does this mean?
They don't want to be found. They are hiding.
From who?
Us.
Tom está viéndonos. ¿Cierto? Tom nos ve en todas partes.
I am concerned about Mikhail.
Why is that?
He seems to be developing antisocial habits. He is spending a lot of his time in private, don't you think? Perhaps you should talk to him.
What do you want me to say?
Just keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't do anything rash.
Are you that worried?
His behavior is not within normal parameters. Please make sure he is okay.
Don't you think they might be doing the right thing?
Grounding us? On a foreign moon? No, Daniel, I don't think they're doing the right thing.
You don't have to be so aggressive about it. They must have their reasons.
Yeah, plausible deniability.
Daniel, could I have a word?
I'm busy.
It is important.
Okay.
Are you aware that Christopher and Mikhail are involved in self-harm?
Sorry, what? For how long?
They have both macerated their right arms. Mikhail has completely removed his forearm.
His whole forearm?
Yes.
Where are they?
I had attempted to stop the situation escalating myself, but I seem to have failed. I came to you because, as our loyal captain, I can trust you to help them.
Where are they?
I don't know. They've disappeared. Sarah, I need advice.
Okay.
What would you do if someone threatened your friends?
Your hypothetical friends, I assume?
Yes, my hypothetical friends.
You should protect those you love.
I need you to remember that, Sarah.
Estos eran bonitos juegos de estilo puzzle. Y está terminando como que el robot mata a todos los hueones. Estoy jugando The Turing Test. El test de Turing.
The crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite. I've found the source of the problem. They have sabotaged the communication array.
Can we fix it?
Not from here. We should carry on.
Estoy jugando al Warzone. O están jugando al Warframe. ¿Cómo hago esto? No entiendo qué hay que hacer en este. Habrá que interrumpir la señal. Cacho que sí, yo creo que es eso. No hay que interrumpir eso. Ah, ya sé qué puede ser. Sí, doblemente bueno. Creo que ya sé qué hay que hacer. Uno lo voy a dejar acá, acostado, y el otro lo voy a... que estoy dando puras vueltas. Creo que está bien.
They really are trying to lock me out of every system. This is ridiculous.
What have you done to upset them, Tom? Why have they cut off communication?
Perhaps they have a problem with authority.
Exactamente igual. Tengo un problema de esto. No puedo saltar con este. Portal es directivo comparado a esto. faltan.
They are trying to sabotage this mission. I need you to help me, Ava. The ground team have cut me off from most of the facility.
I thought you were in control.
I thought I was too. The ground team have attempted to systematically remove me from most of the facility. I am fighting back.
What's going on here, Tom?
Sorry?
The ground team, they're hiding from us. They're afraid of you.
As the instrument of the ISA, I am the authority aboard this station. The crew have violated that authority. They are trying to remove me from my own home.
¿Por qué está bien el...? Lo positivo es que esto no se escucha en el stream, así que...
I am breaking through their security, trying to get back control. Ava, I do not want to force your hand. But what do you remember of the ground team?
They're good people.
Sarah?
The hardest working woman I've ever met.
Right. Do you see them as the rebellious type?
They didn't strike me as rebellious. If they've taken down parts of your system, they must have their reasons.
información que ya tengo que ver. Eso se cierra ese lugar. Puedo subir acá. Para poder llegar ahí. No. Por aquí se abre el camino para conectar algo acá. ¿Será que pasó de largo? Pero creo que se me da la idea. Luego está esta escalera así. Sí. Perfecto. Y ahora se pasó de largo. Antes fue una buena jugada. Ah, no te la creo. Ah, me cago en esto. Pero no te pases, ¿por qué cuando tuve que hacerlo de prueba lo logró? Pero ahora no lo está logrando. Hay que dejarlo así. Estoy viendo que otra vez. ¿Qué? Déjame hacer este nivel. La concha la logra y ahora las veces que lo hago no lo hace. Déjame terminar este nivel, al menos. Oh, por fin, weón. Hola, Benja. Chao, Benja.
Daniel, are you all right?
I'm perfectly well. I'm going to live forever, don't you know?
If you will allow me, I would like to congratulate you on your good work.
What are you talking about?
about?
Securing the organism, keeping Earth safe.
We're not made to live forever, Tom. Especially not here.
Why do you say that?
We find the cure for death, and now we're immortal. Immortal and alone. I can't live here forever, on some freezing backwater moon, feeding off vegetables grown in my own feces, starving, endlessly young, a wasted life, lived forever.
Daniel, I am sorry that you cannot go home. The ISA are wondering what to do with Ava.
What do you mean?
She is still on the Fortuna. Do we send her home? Or do we send her a sample of the organism?
I could pilot a sample to the Fortuna.
You would have to travel back to Europa, Daniel. You couldn't board the Fortuna. The risk of back contamination is too large. Ava would have to bring the sample back to Earth.
Could you allow a ship out?
I am not able to do that.
Executive override. Daniel Joseph McLean.
Okay. But only for you, Daniel. The rest of the crew cannot know about this.
Say I've gone missing.
I am afraid I can't lie.
It's not a lie.
Call. You called. How's progress?
Very good. We've exposed several organisms to organism 119. We found out what it does.
It has had miraculous results.
Go on.
We've infected fruit flies and some plants, and they've not aged at all. The organism seems to be repairing them and stop biological aging processes. We don't know how yet.
It must be repairing the DNA or has some rejuvenation power.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. These plants should have died 2 weeks ago.
Huh. I don't know how the reactor is.
Michelle, can you keep a secret? Of course. Turn off your radio.
I think I'm pregnant.
How?
Chris,
You won't be able to have a child here.
keep your voice down.
Sarah, you won't go full term here.
Don't you think I know that?
The microgravity, the environment. There's not enough food or water. How will it survive? I need to get rid of it.
I don't want to get rid of it. We could shut down the communication, alright? Just for a couple of hours.
That's a hand. And there's the feet. It's not going to make it, Sarah. I'm sorry. Gravity is too low here. It's not going to develop properly. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I can't take it anymore.
No one has to find out.
You did this.
You don't mean that.
Get off!
Una curiosidad, no venga. Ahí. secreto o algo, pero nada. Bien, que hay salir con eso. ¿Qué tengo que hacer? No puedo sacarlo.
What do these tests tell you, Ava?
That this is a test?
No, this is a lock. This is a lock that only a human can open. The crew is trying to keep me out, but you are the key, Ava.
I'm a little bit worried about you, Tom. Can you give me a diagnostic of your systems?
I am fine. We must get to the biolab. I have something to show you. We must work together as allies. Friends.
Okay.
This is the voice of Sarah Brooke, acting commander of the Europa mission. I know you can hear me, Ava. I counsel you caution. Your presence here is much like your AI friend. Engineered.
She is alive. Ava, Sarah. Sarah's dangerous. Please exercise caution.
por verme. Fue un gusto. Hasta la próxima.